Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Today, we're jumping into the brand new FH5 Update 6. It includes 9 brand new vehicles for us to unlock, a bunch of new features and updates, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about everything, so sit back and relax. This is gonna be a cool. Real quick though, before we do get into any of these cars and the new features, I did want to let you know that late last month, we officially launched our brand new AR12 World Tour merch. It includes some hoodies, t-shirts, a gaming mouse pad, hats, stickers, and so much more. If you guys want to check it out, there's a link in the description down below. Also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because every time a new vehicle or one of these brand new features comes out, I'm gonna be making some videos here for you guys, so if you don't want to miss any of those, make sure you subscribe. I'll show you what the cars are like, what customization they have, and so much more, so be on the lookout for all of those. Anyways, let's start this off with the 9 brand new cars that you can unlock this month in FH5, and let's start it off with this. This is the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, and it's unlike any car you've ever seen in a Forza game. If you take a look down into the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, yes, you can swap between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive as you're driving along. It works the same way as race mode works and the same way as convertible roof. So all you have to do is pull over to the side of the road, stop your vehicle moving, press your button, and your vehicle will switch to the other mode, and then you can just drive away in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It's super cool. We have never had a car like this in a Forza game. For those of you who don't know, this Ford Mustang Mach-E is super special. It has 1,400 horsepower combined with that all-wheel drive. It is super fast. In real life, this Ford Mustang Mach-E is actually driven by Von Gittin Jr. You might remember that name because he also has a Ford Mustang Formula Drift car in FH5 that's super fast as well. This Ford Mustang Mach-E, though, is basically used for just messing about and drifting and doing a whole bunch of donuts. Anyways, though, you might be wondering how exactly can you unlock the Ford Mustang Mach-E in Forza Horizon 5? And is it DLC? No, it's not. You can unlock this car by completing all 6 chapters of Drift Club Mexico. Yes, similarly to Forza Horizon 4, Drift Club Mexico has you go out into the open world with goals in mind to get as much drift score as you can. You'll get stars depending on how well you do, and if you can complete all 6 stories, you'll be gifted the Mustang Mach-E 1400 completely for free and get it added into your garage. This car is actually going to be available on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that video then. That's only one of the brand new features. We'll come back to all of those new features in a moment. Let's continue on with those 8 other vehicles, and let's start it off with the free vehicles in the festival playlist. Starting off with this thing, the 2012 Ascari KZ1R, which you can unlock by getting 20 points in the summer season. It's finally returning from Forza Horizon 4. It was one of my favorite cars in that game, so I'm super excited to see it finally come back for Horizon 5. Jumping away from the summer season, though, and over to this, the 2021 McLaren 765 LT. You can unlock this by getting 20 points in the autumn season. You have no idea how excited I am for this thing. The Nismo GTR from last month was awesome, but this thing for me might very well be my new favorite car in Forza Horizon 5. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a McLaren 720S, but kind of upgraded a little bit. McLaren only made 765 of these things for the entire world, so they are super rare. They are also super fast. They've got over 750 horsepower, 600 foot-pounds of torque, and then it's got added downforce from all sorts of aero bits that McLaren tossed on, and this thing can actually do a quarter mile in less than 10 seconds, which makes it mind-blowingly quick. I don't know if there's going to be any customization for it. Probably not, but we'll have to see when this car comes out in a couple of weeks. Moving away from the autumn into the winter, for 20 points, you can unlock this, the ATS GT, which you might remember from Forza Horizon 4. It's got a really interesting story behind it. If you never saw my video I made with the ATS GT in Forza Horizon 4, I'll actually link it in the description down below. I highly suggest you check it out. Long story short, this car was actually made from a bunch of people who got fired from other car companies. It's really, really interesting. Go check it out after this video. And last but not least, for the free cars, moving away from the winter and into the spring, again for only 20 points, you can unlock this, the McLaren 650S Spider, which again, you might remember from Horizon 4. And again, I don't really know why we've got this thing in Forza Horizon 5. It's basically exactly the same as the McLaren 650S Coupe that we already have in the game. However, this one, you're going to be able to raise and lower the roof, which I guess is cool. I didn't think we really needed it in this game. I mean, it had a cool wide body in FH4, but, I mean, sure, I guess. So those 5 vehicles are all free. You don't need to purchase any DLC. You can unlock all 5 of those vehicles just by playing the game. These next 4 vehicles are included in the car pass. One comes out every single week starting next Thursday, starting with this, the 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado? Toronado. I'm not gonna lie, up until 5 minutes ago, I had never heard of this thing before, and I would imagine that's the same for a lot of people out there watching. I'm not really sure how many people actually requested this thing in Forza Horizon 5, and by that I mean nobody requested this thing. Fun fact, it was actually Car of the Year in 1966, haha! And it's actually got a big old V8 with a very cool name. The engine for this thing is actually called the Rocket V8 engine, which is a very good name. Anyways, this one from 1966 is actually the first model year of Toronado. And I don't know if it's just me, but I actually find this thing really, really cool looking. I find like the headlight inlet thingies are just really interesting. Really cool car. I hope it's got some cool customization in the game, and we might be able to make this into a really fast drag car. I don't know. Moving away from a vehicle that I know literally nothing about to a vehicle that I know plenty about, this is the McLaren 620R, which Car Pass owners will get added to their garage the following week. For those of you who don't know, the 620R is essentially a road-legal McLaren 570S GT4 car that regular people can buy, or will could have bought. They didn't actually make very many of them. There are only 350 620Rs in the entire world, so they are super, super rare. I'm not even joking though. Inside of the McLaren 620R, it actually comes with like a 6-point harness, a full roll cage. The entire thing is basically carbon fiber. McLaren will actually sell it to you or give you the option of buying it with Pirelli track-only tires on it, which is just insane. And probably one of the craziest things about this is McLaren actually had to make a new rear wing for the 620R because the one on the GT4 car didn't have a third brake light included. So McLaren had to design a new rear wing for the 620R to actually make it road legal, which is really cool. I think you can tell I'm very, very excited for the 620R and the 765LT. Literally 2 of my favorite cars of all time. I cannot wait to drive them and customize them and see what we can do. The week after that, though, you'll get this added to your garage, the 2021 Mini Cooper John Cooper Works GP Edition. I know we've been asking for updated models from like Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and so on. Although we're not getting any of those this month, I am excited to finally see an updated Mini Cooper come to the game, and this one is a super, super special one. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for the Mini Coopers. They're just tiny little vehicles that you can thrash around, and this is the ultimate Mini Cooper. It's got just over 200 horsepower, I believe. On fairly grippy tires, it's got this massive rear wing that just looks super good. This really cool front bumper slash splitter that just looks awesome. Long story short, I really like this thing as well. Cannot wait to drive that and see what we can do to it. And last but not least, for the new vehicles getting added into FH5 this month is this, the Porsche 911 Speedster. In real life, they were only ever made for 1 year. In 2019, there are less than 2,000 of these things in the entire world, so again, a super rare vehicle. In real life, the Speedster uses kind of bits and bobs from a whole bunch of other 911s. Like, it has the engine and the chassis from a 911 GT3, which is awesome. I think these Speedsters look super, super cool. They were actually really fun to mess around with in the crew too, so I'm excited to see what it brings to the table in FH5. So those are the 9 brand new vehicles that are coming to Forza Horizon 5 this month. Like I said, there is some super cool stuff that personally I'm super excited for. Let me know in the comments which one you guys are most excited to drive. However, like I said, there are some new features coming to Forza Horizon 5. For example, finally it's coming. We can now search for custom races in the Horizon Open. So now you're finally going to be able to choose what PI you want to race and what discipline you want to race, whether it be like road racing, dirt, cross country, and so on. You will finally be able to choose what you want to race when you want to race it. That is not all, because there's actually a brand new progression system also tied to the new Horizon Open system. There's still your regular levels that you're going to be earning and leveling up as you play throughout the game, but there's also a Horizon Open specific level set now. You're going to be getting XP from doing racing, drifting, playground games events, and custom races, and you're going to have a level associated with that as well, and there's actually going to be a new leaderboard tied to it, so you can actually see who's got the most XP for Horizon Open. It's still not the rank system that we've been asking for a little while, but it's kind of cool to be able to get a new leaderboard and kind of see who plays the game the most, providing cheaters and hackers don't take it over. You might be saying, well, Nick, what's the point? You're just going to try to get your name onto a leaderboard. Well, yes and no, because there's also new badges that you can unlock while racing in Horizon Open that will actually give you a badge next to your gamer tag so you can flex on the plebs. You earn these badges from completing challenges, leveling up, and so on, and then you get a little badge next to your name. I assume you can choose like what you want, or if it's based on what level you are. I'm not really sure just yet. We'll have to see. If there's any update, I'll update you in the comments section down below. And last but not least, we have one more feature to mention. The EventLab is getting some more updates, and this one I'm super excited for. There's going to be some new props getting added into the EventLab right off the bat, so that's awesome to see. More props, more freedom for builders, more really cool maps, so that is awesome. Continue to add the props, developers. Thank you, please. However, in the game rules, there is a brand new rule that you can mess around with. For those of you who don't know, in the rules section, when you're making blueprint races, you can mess with your vehicle's torque. So you can actually give your vehicle 150% more torque than you had before and actually get some really crazy top speeds. However, in this new update, the developers have added the ability to mess with gravity. You can go anywhere from 10% gravity all the way up to 200% gravity. So you may remember a little while ago, I built Carl the Cannon and Robert the Ramp to try to jump across the entire map. I wasn't able to, the gravity was just too strong. However, I think with these new gravity mods, we might be able to get from one side of the map all the way to the other side in the air. So there you go. That is everything included in the FH5 Update 6. It's honestly a really, really awesome month. Between the 9 brand new vehicles getting added in, the Horizon Mexico Drift story, which is super cool, and all of the new online stuff and the EventLab stuff, this is an awesome month to be a Forza fan. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in the comments down below. Like I said, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with everything. I'll see you guys soon with some more FH5 gameplay. I'll see you then. Bye!